All right, I'm going to have a go at the Guardian's Cryptic Crossword for Thursday, November 14th, set today by Brummy. Let's see what our friend from Birmingham has for us today. All right, oxygen particle takes reverse path. Well, oxygen, I think, will be an O, and then a particle. I think then we have to put in an R for reverse, and we'll get a path. What kind of a path is that? Oh, I do see we have the word orbit if the particle is a bit. And so I suppose an orbit is a path. Let's try the downs. Low point is to make a cheeky gesture. Well, knowing the Guardian's love of uh, bathroom humor, I'm wondering if the cheeky gesture is mooning. And yes, and the other thing we always see is low can mean the noise a cow makes, which can also be, can also be moo. And then the point is north. All right, barking, Rome, Cuba, York initially. That's a great clue. Barking mad, I think we anagram Rome and Cuba. But what's York initially? Yeah, I don't get the initially part. Maybe it's not an anagram of Rome and Cuba because York initially sounds like we're going to end in a Y, but let me just try the anagram helper and see if anything likely comes up. What would it be? Urbo, something to do with a town. The Prince of York, or maybe York had a Roman name. I bet that's it. I don't think I know the Roman name for York, and none of these look too promising. All right, I'm going to cheat and look up the Wikipedia article on York. All right, my hunch was right. Now, I don't know how to pronounce this. Eboracum, Eboracum. I hope someone will let me know in the comments. Anyway, yeah, that's one I haven't heard of. I know there's some other one I know, but I can't think of it right now. But anyway, good to get that. About a half hour is more than enough for this place. That's very cryptic, but I don't see it. Let's go back to the acrosses. Where to apply ointment in difficult situation. So I think it's going to be a phrase for in a difficult situation. In the something or on the something, but then the mind boggles as to where we're to apply this ointment. Yeah, but I'm thinking that middle word must be the. All right, cold, aspect of XPM and team. I'm thinking like a cold aspect might be the north face, north side, maybe. I'm thinking the ex-prime minister was North. Can't remember his first name, and then a team could be a side. There might be another word that would fit in there, but I'll stick with that. Dale against exiting passage. I think it might be a geographical word for a dale. Against might be V for versus. I don't know what exiting passage would be. All right, how about contracting medic to attend ruler? No, don't see that. One in a bold move goes to ball game. Yeah, I'm thinking one is going to be I, and we put that inside a bold move, and we're going to maybe get a ball game of cricket. Rounders, no, that's too long. No, I don't see that. All right, how about paper X? Yeah, I love these short ones. Well, X we've seen before in a charade can mean times, and of course the Times is a newspaper. All right, we've a two-parter here. Get rid of a bad mood, say, pedestrian style. I'm wondering if could it be walk off, walk out? No, it seems a bit vague. All right, force leader caught in bad lie to U-turn. I'm wondering if force leader is the F, and then that caught, of course, can be C, but I think it might be telling us that we have to put the F inside an anagram of lie, a bad lie. But that would only be 4 letters. Does it end then in a U and it means turn rather than U-turn? I'm just looking at the letters of lie with an F somewhere inside it. IFLE. No. All right, son stifled by worthy ancestry. I think the definition is going to be ancestry, and we put an S for son inside a 6-letter word for worthy, which could be the adjective, or it could be a worthy, a person of high breeding, whatever you want to call it. What's a 7-letter word for ancestry? Can't think of one with an S. Thinking of lineage, but I don't see a worthy in that. Let's go back to the downs. Future turnover, recovering from collapse. I'm wondering if the first word is ing, and so it's going to mean future turnover, and then first word might mean recovering, but then can we get a 2-letter word that means collapse? I don't think so. Yeah, I'm not sure. What would future turnover be? No. Be there when it's all over, tense inside. Yeah, I'm thinking it's going to mean be there, because I think we're going to put T for tense inside when it's all over. Well, I'm thinking when it's all over is at the end, at end. And if we put another T in there, we get attend, to be there. All right, panties are a pants split. Wow. Panties is 7 letters, so I think plus the RA, we have 10, and pants can mean rubbish. So maybe we anagram panties RA to get a word for split. Yeah, let me pause and try that one on paper. All right, I looked at the letters, I wrote them down in a circle there, and I saw I had the TION ending, and then I thought, oh, ATION, and the letters left over, separation, came to mind. All right. A parrot has nothing on butterfly. So I'm thinking it's going to be a butterfly and it's a charade. I think A is probably going to be A. I do remember from a previous crossword, I mean, I know parrot, the most common name would be Polly, but you can also have Paul. So I'm wondering if Apollo, with nothing being the O, is a type of butterfly. So I'm going to pause and look that up. Yes, there is a genus of swallowtail butterflies, commonly known as the Apollos. All right. It's always nice when you can get a word you don't know, but get it from the wordplay. Brace of salmon introduced on river. I'm wondering if it might be brace, which would be a pair. Salmon introduced might be just the S. And then river, well, it could be R, but it might be a short river like the X or the D or one of those. Went out with old hat. I like that for some reason. Went out. Old might be O. And then a word for a hat. And it means went out. Went out, of course, could be as in extinguished or it could be went out. Oh, it is went out with. If you went out with somebody, you dated them. And anything that is described as being old hat is dated. I do like that. Now here's our contracting medic to attend ruler. Yeah, I'm not sure about the G there, but it might be a word that means, yes, in fact, I'm thinking the ruler could be a king, medic. A medic would be a doc. And yeah, I think if you're contracting something, you're shortening it, so you might be docking it. All right. Oh, well, that I came in a timely fashion. Check. Hacked pin notices. Well, pin notices, again, I'm spotting the 10 letters, so maybe we hack it. Our anagram. And so a check, yes, could be an inspection. Another TION ending. Ordinary, standard prison camp. Yeah, I don't, I mean, ordinary and standard are almost like synonyms. Don't get that. Theft of rubbing outside church. Well, church, I think is going to be CH or CE. And we put a, excuse me, a word for rubbing outside of that to get theft. Theft. I can't say my T's and TH's today. Anyway, larceny. What would that be? No, not getting it. All right. Earlier conviction in US, large town, not leader's main concern. Yeah, I wonder if it. There's a lot of verbiage in that. So is it going to end up being an earlier conviction? Yeah, but then, or is it going to be a main concern? Our main could be something to. Oh, yeah, it could be something to do with the sea. A main concern. That is possible. Trumpet band secures record backing. Let me pause and ponder. Well, other than a cornet as the trumpet, not thinking anything for that, I don't see how cornet would be band securing. I presume it could be EP or LP, backing or going backwards. Could also be log, could be record. All right, how about prominent Republican all but crushes lives? That's self-evident. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do with that. Blue feathers. If you're blue, you are down, and feathers can be called down. In control, if temperatures pick up. It sounds like we're going to reverse something for if temperatures, maybe? Oh, I wonder, well, temperature can be T, so I wonder if temperatures could be two T's or TS. So then backwards might be ST. But the if part is throwing me. I don't see anything for if that we could reverse. Oh, yeah, that was our possibly walk something. Let me go back to the crosses. Managing to get somewhere between flights. Well, yeah, so between flights of stairs, you have a landing. And if you are, I suppose you're getting somewhere, you're landing. It's a funny definition. City was first to back paper. No, I'm not sure what to make of that. Is it going to be a 5-letter city or a paper? I mean, it sounds again like we're going to reverse a word. Oh, how about, this is the one that it might end in W. Wicked banks, terrible racket. Yeah, so is it going to mean wicked? Is there 9 letters there to anagram? No, I was thinking terrible might tell us to anagram wicked bank, but that's 10 letters. Or maybe it's a terrible racket. No. Detailed, informed arguments against current state. Don't think it's a state. We may have an abbreviation for one though. Maybe it means detailed. Yeah, not seeing that. Death dealing gross mobster? Question mark, oh dear. What would that be? Death? Oh, I'm wondering if death dealing is telling us to anagram death, but I don't see a good anagram that might be a gross mobster. Why gross? I think there's some pun in there. Yeah, not seeing it. No, so I think we've looked at everything once. So here it definitely looks like in the or on the. Where to apply ointment in difficult situation. In the open. On the spot, of course. Yeah, you would put ointment perhaps on a spot. And yeah, that's it. All right, here's our brace of salmon introduced. Yeah, so a brace can be something put in to hold up a mine, for example. So that might be a stay. So the river is the Tay with the introduction of salmon. So here's our Dale against exiting passage. Wow, I mean, what word could that be? Alloy, allay. Yeah, let me pause and run through the alphabet. Of course, it's the one I didn't think of. An alley is a passage. So a dale is a valley. Against is V for versus, which exits to leave the alley behind. All right. Let's try and finish this top right. One in a bold move. Oh, could that be an anagram of a bold? Goes to ball, which might be another O. And then that's a game. I'm thinking Diabolo. I mean, there is Diablo. Let me pause and look up Diabolo. It's at the back of my mind that I've seen it, so let's see what might be there. Yeah, there is a video game. I'm sure our younger viewers will know that, although it's from 1997, so maybe not too much younger. So I think it is, yeah, A bold is anagrammed. We put the I for one inside it, and then that goes to another O for a ball to give the game. Ooh, so I think ordinary can be O. Ah, yeah, if I hadn't got the O, I might have thought gulag for a prison camp. Ordinary, standard, prison. I don't know, maybe there's another letter for standard and then a three-letter word for prison. Well, a prisoner could be a lag. Oh, prison could be jug. But then camp. Yeah, I'm not going to go to word plays yet, but I feel I may have to. Yeah, this does look like it might be an anagram of lie with an F in it. Now, if it's only a turn, that could be an act on the stage, would be a turn. ILFE, ILEF. No. What could that be? What do you call it if somebody has some earlier conviction? They have a record, they have some priors. No. Three down looks very interesting. About a half hour is more than enough for this place. Well, let me check north side. It is right. Fairly confident about orbit. So is it going to be a T and a vowel and then H, or TCH is probably more likely. Etch, itch. About a half hour. Yeah, let me pause and think about it. It's actually a hidden clue. Very clever. Inside of about a half hour, we have Utah. So I think it's a little bit of a diss. I hope there's no I don't know what you call people from Utah, Utavians. I hope there are none of them watching. All right, our future turnover. Yeah, I think it must be ing. Recovering from collapse. I suppose it must be something up. If you're recovering from a collapse, you're getting back up. But how is that future turnover? Could it be something that is going to be an Apple turnover in the future? I don't think so. All right. How about my son? Stifled by worthy ancestry. Yeah, there's a word for ancestry at the back of my mind. Let me pause and think about that. Yeah, actually, I was just thinking about the ending that it might be ENT. I thought of decent, could be worthy. And if you put the S in, then you get your descent is your ancestry. All right, here's our trumpet now. It could be trumpet as a verb, maybe to crow about something. Band secures record backing. Is the band going to begin with S? And then secure EP, LP, or backwards PL, PE. Trumpet. Yeah, I can't think of an actual another musical instrument like a trumpet beginning with S. Flugelhorn. City was first. Two back. Paper. No. All right, this could be detailed. No. Oh, I wonder if it's detailed, removing the tail from something. Current state, I mean, it could be electrical current, which can be I think. Oh boy. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to go to word plays for my ordinary standard prison camp. I mean, is it possible that it has a normal like ing ending, owing, but what's camp? It's a word. I'm not sure I knew it, although I'm sure I've seen it in World War II prisoner of war films. Oflag, I think it was a German prison camp for enemy officers. And so O is ordinary, and a standard, of course, can be a flag. All right, so here now, force leader. Oh, force might be impel. I like that. Leader. Oh, leader might be the prime minister, I think, PM, who is caught in an anagram of lie and has to do a U-turn. I like that. Okay, earlier, maybe it is something to do with Oh, a main concern might be a priority. Yes, I think an earlier conviction, I did say something about priors, and of course I only know that from American television programs. So that's why it's an earlier conviction in US. A large town is a city, but without its leader, it's just ITY, and main concern is a priority. I like it. This is our theft of, I still can't say it, of rubbing outside church. Excuse my rumbling tummy. rubbing outside. So where's the church? Yeah, I'm thinking there is some word L and then a CH or CE. It's not coming to me. All right, here is our death dealing. Could still be an anagram of death. Ah, no, I think often when there's a mobster, a gangster involved, it's Al Capone. And if he's gross, it is Fat Al, which would be fatal. Clever. Oh, so now. Oh, maybe if is literally if. In control. If temperatures pick up. I was thinking pickup must be a reversal indicator, but maybe not. But it might be if, and then what's our temperatures? And it would mean in control. Or maybe it's pickup. Is it a pickup truck? Is there some slang term like ute, something like that? No. Here's, this could be get rid of a bad mood, say. Could be walk off. Which again would put that, so I think that last word, a racket could be a row. A bank, I think, also could be a row. So yeah, I'm not sure, but I think that would be walk. All right. What else could it be? Pedestrian style. Walk now. If it is off, then I think that could be something too. No, and then 19 down might begin with an F. Oh, not fleecing. All right, I had to go to wordplays.com. I'm glad I did. It's a slang term I heard many years ago, but I haven't heard it probably in the last 20 years. Filching. And so rubbing is filing, and then CH is the church. So yeah, this must be walk off. I'm going to go ahead and check it. It is right. I'll make a note to fully understand it. Maybe there's just not much to it, so maybe there's nothing to get. That does give us an interesting H there. So I'm thinking it must be vowel consonant H. Wicked. Wicked banks. I think terrible racket must be the straight definition. But I do not get it. How about our prominent Republican? All but crushes lives. That's self-evident. Yeah, is it going to be prominent or self-evident? Republican is probably going to be R. But the all but, that might mean that we remove some letters or a word. All but crushes, lives, lives. Prominent. Oh, I mean, could it be prominent Republican Trump? Um, all but maybe we don't finish, maybe just TRUM, and that crushes lives. That is it. So if something lives, it is. And so that ends up giving us a truism, something that is self evidence. Oh, so now wicked. Something row, it must be. Let me pause and see. That must be an S, a C, a T. Oh, it could be an N, of course. Oh, an unholy row. Yes, a wicked bank. There we go. Oh, I was thinking of lo-fi, but oh, I think it might be. Ah, no, it's a hidden clue. In control if temperatures. You have lift, which to lift something is to pick it up. I guess that would have been 2 days in a row I didn't spot an obvious hidden clue, which is probably the easiest clue of all. All right. Detailed. Can I see a word for that's an interesting ending for this word? Yeah. Not sure about that. Oh, this one does end in future turnover. Recovering from collapse. Hoping to. Moving to. No. Oh, I wonder if recovering means putting new covers or outer letters on a word. But I don't see that, how that would work. Ah, of course, it's if you're recovering from, let's say you fainted, then you are coming to, and so it's a charade. I think future, what is in the future is coming, and turnover can be abbreviated as TO. All right. Here's my trumpet, still beginning with the S. Still not seeing what that might be. That one I really should be able to get. There can't be too many. All right, I did think about the paper being FT, Financial Times, but it really read as if that would have to go backwards. So then I was at a loss. I went to wordplays.com, and it is a city, and it is the FT. And so if you were first, you led LED, and that has to back, followed by the paper. So I outsmarted myself there, I think. All right, trumpet, band, secures, record. Oh, so, well, there's the possibly the L of record. Ah, so maybe SPL? Trumpet, beginning with SPL. I don't see anything there. What would the band be? Oh, of course, it could be a musical band. It could be the name of a band. 4 letters beginning with S. I don't think Saga are well known enough. Who else could it be? Trumpet. Yeah, maybe it's not an LP, but I did like that. And what is this? Oh, of course it is a state, Wisconsin. Oh my goodness. I just looked down at it and yeah, I don't know why I didn't spot it earlier. All right, so detailed then. I think if you're informed, You are wise, and that is detailed. We take the last letter off. Arguments against something are cons. And then current, I think, is I. I'm not sure where the final N is coming from. So we'll take a look at 15 squared for that. Uh, so I can see now the word splash will fit the wordplay. We do have the LP going backwards inside of a sash, which is a type of band. So I think it is if you trumpet some, like a marketing pitch, you splash it around maybe. Not sure how much I like that one, but they can't all be winners, I suppose. All right. Oh my goodness, that was 40 plus minutes of really pulling teeth. Let's check all. Did anything drop out? No, it looks like everything is still there. All right, let's head over to 15 squared. All right, the blog today is by Manehi, Enjoyable Solve. Oh, I always forget to look for a theme. I need to get in the habit of taking a few moments, but sure enough, Apollo moon landing. Is it the no, that was in the summer, I think. But maybe something else. But anyway, we have liftoff, separation. Splash and down. Very good. All right, so I think I followed all of the acrosses. Yeah, Lord North until 30. Wise. Current is in. It is not the I, it's the in. Okay, now I get it. And the downs, I think I followed most of these until we got to 23. No, I don't know why I wrote down sash LP definition to announce or display some information very prominently, to splash it, to trumpet it. Okay. And then 29, you can walk off a bad mood. I don't know. I don't know about that. Maybe that's a more common thing in Britain. All right. And we have an earworm from Tom Waits. That's nice. The 55th anniversary of the liftoff of Apollo 12. Thank you, Tassie Tim. Oaf flag was a TILT. I don't know what that means. Pleasant if somewhat tricky. New ones for me. Yes, so some tricky ones, but there you go. I did enjoy it, but I'm very glad it's over. Anyway, thanks as always for watching and have a great day.